Yes, I thought very serious to walk out without permission.
Did you feel personally hurt?
I did. I did. It bothered me ever since.
So, having that opinion, or having that opinion about Kevin, how he's a skipper and how he's lazy, would you feel qualified with your AP teaching experience? Would you feel that with all the experience you have, is it righteous or is it right to give him a B?
Yeah, I mean, it would definitely. I felt that a B is. I wanted to give him the right because normally when a person blows one test, you want to feel that way, but having left without permission definitely was a problem.
Does an AP class require a larger amount of effort than a normal class would? So would there also be like a higher level of responsibility and a higher level of necessary requirements to be met to get that B?
I would say I did.
And Kevin has clearly failed these requirements.
Well, that's what I seem to think. Yeah.
All right, thank you. No further questions.
The question comes in being highlighted by this option one B.
Now he's joined your crew.
Yes, 35.
He's cross-examined witness. It's not true that you
Just
said.
stand up.
He's taking this.
It's not true that you once said, if you don't want to be here, you don't have to. If you
Oh.
believe, you can do whatever you want.
And I won't mark you
I just said
Do you understand where it's coming
Praise the
from?
Lord.
Kevin, I believe you said you got a 26 out of 27 out of 50
That is
out of
correct.
6 on test?
Mhm.
And you always show us our scores on those midterm
I tried to,
tests.
yes.
So coming from a student such as Kevin, when you see a score that low,
Yep.
and you see that your score isn't close enough to an 80, which signifies a B, wouldn't you feel kind of down and depressed and feel like there's no hope for getting the B? Because before that,
Actually, his percent.
Yeah.
Objection. But the witness cannot testify for the defendant on how he felt.
So I'd like to call a person on as
Hold on a second. I'm not going to speculate how he felt. I have no idea.
well, with the 78%, that does not qualify for a B. Right? That does not qualify for a B.
Fair enough.
You had never said that to Kevin or to any other student.
That's 78% on B?
That there was no other chance to bring your grade up to a B.
I did not say that.
You not did.
Yes, there was another chance.
So- There was, you said that. So
Do you want to ask me what I did say?
What did you say?
Thank you. What I said was, don't go anywhere. We're going to do one more thing. I'll be right back.
Just like.
Definitely sit in the classroom.
Kevin sits right over there.
And could you not understand as how it would be kind of hard to hear you?
Jesus, the polling is quiet.
It's not like an auditory expert or something.
With
so
several students in the classroom.
This teacher is not an auditory
Sit
expert.
down.
No, he
He has an objection.
Huh? Okay, go ahead.
Objection, this witness is not an expert on like auditory like signals or anything. He can't say where a person will be more likely to hear it.
I actually am an expert on that, but I'm not sure about his overall hearing ability.
It's talk about makes it hard to hear.
That's true, but she sits over there.
Yeah.
What about Angela?
I can
Yeah,
see
yeah,
it perfectly
the-
fine,
and
that's
Victoria.
fine.
Okay, but I'm not sure the jury should be talking unless you want to call them up
Hey,
and
we'll
counter with
both
you. Go on.
call me up.
Go
We already
ahead.
have representatives in, yeah, so.
We're both representatives.
He's up.
Let me take over. Let me take over.
Alright,
We have time.
Payment reasons.
You're not going to call him as a witness?
The Kevin? Well, I'd first like to call, question up to the state.
Oh, he's not done yet.
So
Are you done with me?
Yeah, we're done with
do you love your students?
No.
Okay.
That's right.
Recording, I'm not done.
Oh, sorry.
Okay, so you said you do love your students.
Yeah.
But isn't there a thing called tough love?
No.
You have to be kind of giving them
Tough love,
for their betterment.
Yeah.
Thank you. Now.
Well, it's his, not done yet.
Yeah,
Fine, but.
Austin. I call Austin.
Back that down. We'll be able to change.
Austin, are you a fellow member of this AP Econ class?
Yeah.
Is Kevin in your class?
I'm not sure. I think so, yeah.
So, you being not sure, does that show how Kevin doesn't actively participate in this?
No, I just haven't had a lot to eat today, so my memory's kind of fuzzy.
Thank you, Jesus.
Or whatever.
Okay. So, is Kevin a good person?
He's great.
He's a great person. So even if being a great person,
Oh, I can't be.
Yeah.
is a great person. So do good things always happen to great people?
Mm-hmm.
Or is it true there's a quote that bad things happen to good people?
I don't know that though.
I am not familiar with this quote now.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. But if you were, would that concept apply here?
There's no content.
I can't object to this.
You can.
What do you mean?
Wait, can I?
I know,
What?
Coordinate.
Tell me it, and I'll.
Please answer the question.
What was
Stay
it?
quiet.
Can you repeat the question, please?
Would the concept good things happen to bad people apply here?
Good things happen to bad people.
I mean, bad things happen to good people.
Bad things happen to good people.
If he got a C,
If you got a C,
That would be bad. That would be a
and he's a good person,
Yeah.
so therefore,
it applies.
Yeah.
Correct? Okay. So, do you ever skip class?
No.
You never skip class. So you would consider yourself a good student, correct? Would you consider people that do skip class bad students?
Depends on the reasoning for skipping the class.
But is skipping a class usually frowned upon?
Depends on the case.
Really?
Frowned upon by who?
Frowned upon by the administration.
Depends on the administrator.
Okay. Is there rules against skipping class at Weston High School?
Yes, there is.
So breaking the rules is considered bad, is it not?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, who is skipping that?
Oh, okay. Oh, that's not bad. So Kevin was found skipping class that day we took the final, correct?
I wasn't. Who went to the bathroom?
Kevin Durant needs to be silent during the cross-examining.
thank you.
Okay, was Kevin found, Kevin was not present in class that when Mr. Bortnick suggested how to raise his grade, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Now for the.
Okay, is it my turn now?
Yes.
Yes, it is. Third duty, please.
Oh.
You can't cross the boundary.
I just did it, man.
Hey, whatever. Look at this.
I don't think that can happen.
You can't.
No, you can't call him as a witness.
He wants to. No.
Go ahead, try.
Go.
Okay, today, after first lunch, I quote Krishna
Paul,
saying,
stand up.
would you guys, who wants to skip with me?
Ooh.
Now! That's not what a good person would say,
Okay.
okay?
You have 100%.
And, what grade do you have started this class?
Huh?
What grade?
I've never skipped AP class.
Oh, you?
Yeah,
What about the class? What about the classes?
But other classes, like I've skipped Spanish sometimes. And
What's your grade in that
I haven't
class?
taken that class.
Oh, yeah, a B?
Yeah,
Oh, you got a B in this class? For him? Yeah. What? Hold on. I'd also like to present evidence from your computer. Hold on, I'll put that up right now. Okay, so Susie got 42, the same score Kevin got on one of the tests. Susie still has an A. Iris got 31.
Okay.
Bobby should.
Let's not name other people's scores, please.
They both have A's, by the way.
Overall, hey.
Well, hold up, sir.
Okay.
He has shown
Could
proficiency
you please
in,
ask a question?
Yeah, I get it. Judge.
Are you a hater?
Huh? Certainly not. I'm just trying to uphold justice.
Do you mean like
Of course not. Would you call the president a hater by making laws? Would you call?
Whoa, you can't talk about that. That's the question. Okay, continue. I've got you.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Witness, is this not a video of you fighting another student on my phone?
Oh, what? Present.
Excuse me, this evidence
It's not a video.
He's got to object to his own cross-examination here, so.
Engaging.
Hey, I need a prosecutor, that's why. Objection
You cannot prosecute, you're a
irrelevant.
witness.
I'll help him out. What does this have to do with the case?
It's just showing that the,
Where, the case is, the prosecutor, the case is Kevin, not the prosecutor's not on trial.
well, his intentions are
The
all.
prosecutor,
He's trying to destroy
the
it.
prosecutor, the prosecutor has 100.6%, so his qualifications are not on trial, so.
So, as
move
a
on.
judge, I don't think I can call that evidence
Thank you.
against the,
Thank you, Your Honor.
Arthur, you may take a seat.
Thank you.
Well, let's see if I'm a little trouble
Come on, we
here.
only have 5 minutes.
Okay, if you look at his, your little grade thing over there, he has shown,
Hey,
he
are
has
you doing a
shown,
closing statement right now, or what?
Are you getting a witness or not? You can't just start rattling.
Yeah.
No, you have to have a witness something.
can I call Sam up to the?
Yeah.
You don't even know what you're gonna ask him.
I don't know, I just want to sit up. We will connect.
You got 5 minutes. You better, is you got your last witness?
Any statements you have to offer to this court?
What kind of question is that?
Good question.
We're not extra credit. Can you please like have a question that actually applies?
And the question,
to
what?
my range?
No.
What question, bro?
Did you do that extra credit? If there's no questions, then can we shut that down?
I have a closing statement.
Closing statement. You're not gonna call your own, you're not even gonna call Kevin up.
Yeah, you
No.
can call
Actually,
Kevin
I
up.
thought that.
You should probably do that.
Hey,
Oh,
Paul.
whoa, wait,
No.
Paul.
Okay, look at his final score, and look at his, Kevin, my
I
man.
know the scores, yes.
Okay, can you see the difference?
You can't, you should ask them during your.
Why are you?
Alright, his final score is 56.
You need to call Kevin up.
I'm bad at this, you know.
I'm not sure what you're good at.
Okay, hello Kevin, do you know your final score?
56.
Did you study for that test?
Yes.
Did you study for this test?
No.
Wait, whoa. Wait. You know why you study?
That was a while ago. I didn't know.
Oh, yeah, it's okay, but.
Okay.
I know that his final score is 56 and his midterm score is 27, right? Now, if you look at those two scores there.
I want a question, not.
Yeah, right. Thank you.
I don't want a statement, I want a question, that's why we have.
Why don't you ask him what he did when he left class? That might be-
What did you do when you leave class?
Can you leave class?
Let's go hang out with some of my friends that was graduating. That was the last day.
Trying to be a good friend, huh?
Objection,
Yeah.
speculation.
Lie.
Objection, Chris says you shut up.
I hold.
Sustain.
What would you?
Don't tell the prosecutor shut up, I think that's his job.
That's right.
Anyway, so.
That's your only
You want to
question?
continue?
Should we continue?
It's the prosecution's witness, this is it. But, you want a question?
Okay,
Call it
so you left class knowingly that you were skipping AP Econ, correct?
Yeah.
So skipping AP Econ, you did not value AP Econ over your friends,
Oh my
correct?
God, Skip.
I did, but we didn't finish the final.
Basic Econ principles means you took the opportunity cost of missing AP Econ to go hang out with your friends, correct?
This is good.
Is that like a leading section?
Yeah, I can, because he's not a cross-examination leading question.
Wait, is this true?
So, by valuing AP Econ by not valuing AP Econ over your friend, do you believe you are justified to get a B?
This is a very interesting debate.
Yes.
This is-
What backing do you have to discard that?
Because I used the opportunity cost of the rest of the class after we took the final. The final should be the last time that we have any econ.
Is the class 45 minutes long, or is it an hour and a half long?
It's 85 minutes.
85 minutes. Okay, is the class 85 minutes, or is it however long you were here for?
85 minutes.
So you purposely left class missing part of it.
Yes.
Are you not responsible for missing your part? For the parts you missed of AP Econ, are you not responsible for those parts?
I am responsible for it.
Okay, thank you. No further questions.
Okay, closing argument, closing argument.
Sit down.
We'll take this, we'll take this.
Closing argument, from the prosecution first.
Go ahead, sit down.
Wait, did you do the extra credit or not? That's what I wanted to know.
He didn't do the extra credit.
He did.
Oh,
Yeah.
15 points.
Mr. Bortnick?
Oh. I thought you were talking about game one.
I was never thought about
Okay, go on, lads, why don't you go?
Okay, jury, ladies and gentlemen, the jury and the court. I would like to show how the prosecution has proved that Kevin does not deserve a B in this class. He has shown that his midterm scores are well below average. If he failed, he got an F, so showing he does not know econ. Mr. Bortnick showed that you have a good understanding to get a B in this class by getting an F on his midterm, which can show that he does not know econ. Second, we can see that his packets that he did not even complete. These Joe points, these easy points to get an econ. He did not put in effort, he did not complete these points, showing that he did not even try an econ. Also, the witness showed how he left econ purposely. In an 85-minute class, he was only here for 45 minutes, and he says he feels responsible for the parts he missed. Knowing that he has to take responsibility for the parts he missed, we had not given him a B. We're treating him like a middle schooler instead of high schooler he actually is. In an AP class, you have to hold him to a higher standard. In an AP class, you have to hold him to a higher level of understanding. In an AP class, you have to hold him to a higher level of integrity and responsibility. And to do that, we have to give him a C. There's no reason to give him a B because first of all, he didn't earn it. Second of all, he didn't try. Third of all, he didn't hear about the extra credit. So jury, the only way to uphold what I said of justice, fairness, and equality is to give Kevin sadly a C. And I'm not a hater, which Paul will say.
Okay, go ahead, do it.
So, it is true that Kevin did fail his midterm, we all know this, but the thing that is important is that he did show vast improvement when he took his final.
Yes.
So, maybe he was having a bad day, maybe he didn't eat his Wheaties. The thing is that he showed improvement, and therefore it showed in his ear that he does know Econ. His grade on the final was substantial, it was higher than 80%, right? Yeah, so it's higher than 80%. And so it shows that that's the overall final, that, overarches the whole semester. If he did study, he did realize that he didn't know some of the stuff, maybe went back over it and learned it in an attempt to raise his grade. When he wasn't in that class, when he left at the last 30 minutes or however long he left knowing he finished the final exam, not thinking that there were any other exams. He knew that his grade was not 80%. He did not know that there would be any other chances to raise his grade. He left simply because he did not know. He did not leave because he's not a good student.
Okay, fair enough. Okay, have them go outside, the jury can deliberate right here. Jury, I love you. Vote for me! No. Asian! White people!
No, vote for me.
All right.
Clearly.
Okay, guys, out.
All right. All right, Avery, you're the foreman. Go.
Okay, what do you guys think? I think you should get a B. Okay, let's vote.
You need to read this.
I think we should give him a B because, for sake of this, Susie Johnson didn't, do one of the tests. I can call out Ira.
She did, the packets and stuff.
Yeah, she did that, but, she didn't do well on the test yet. She did an A. It's still not...
Points. He obviously understood it.
Yeah, but the
Yeah, he did really well on the final appeal and the work. Hey, guys, let's start this off by voting.
The other thing that wasn't brought up, and I was helping the case here, is that he's got 385 points. So what is an 80% of 488? Well, let me do the math. What's 80% of 488?
about 390.
What is it? 390.4. He's got 385. Okay,
There's only five points there. Yeah, he definitely deserves a B. Okay, guys, we need to vote. We don't, because the argument is all agree. So, if you think he deserves a B, raise your hand. No. People really think he deserves a B? Like, he's just percentage points away.
Okay, majority says B.
It's not majority, it's unanimous.
This is a death case, so.
Okay, can we vote?
Who thinks he does murder?
Who thinks he doesn't?
Oh, yeah, it's 2 out of...
Lisa, why?
What?
Why? Because she doesn't like
Because he left. I wanted to skip Econ so many times, but I knew I needed the points and stuff, so I
Kick her out of the jury.
And the packets aren't even that hard to do. Like, sometimes I can even fill out the whole page, and I wrote the stuff on it. I just feel like he didn't even put that much effort. Like, the packets aren't that hard to do.
Okay, I'm not taking sides or anything, but that one day when Mr. Baxter was substituting, he did
He
knock off a lot of
definitely
points.
graded him, like,
Kevin could have gone
Okay.
those 5 points on that day.
Yeah,
That
you-
could have helped him.
I think that to make the final decision, we should find out if those 5 points were taken off the packet that he graded.
Yes.
Oh.
I know that's how you stop.
Yeah,
Avery did the whole packet and he marked it. Yeah, I did the entire packet except for 2 problems. Well, not even 2 pages, 2 problems on 1 page.
And the
Take your
packets,
vote.
the thing is, the packets aren't hard. We don't do it. It's not like you're not learning something. It's just like you're not putting in the extra 10 minutes to learn answers you don't even know. Like,
Hey, tell Paul if I hear another one, he's going down to the meeting, and there won't be no trial.
Okay, so knowing that if it hadn't been Baxter grading the packets, he would have gotten a B, does those 3 people still think he deserves a C?
Yes.
No. Well, think if it was you guys, like, what if you guys were on the board?
If it was me, I would try everything in my power to get a B. And clearly he didn't do that, he just skipped class in the middle.
That'd be for improvement, like,
I had a B, I would go to every class, do all the extra credits, and like do everything.
I believe he did. Yes.
Okay, I'm home.
So you did everything you could to get it.
Yeah, I mean, if he put in a bunch of effort and did all the extra credits, and if it wasn't for Baxter, he would have gotten the B. And I think that he should get it, on like the increased score from the midterm to the final.
Okay,
What?
are we ready to vote this?
Assuming that he didn't.
Sid, you know, you ever see, 12 Angry Men? Let's see if he can convince everybody to go the other way. But what's your answer? What do you say that?
Good movie, by the way.
I think the final wasn't as representative of our knowledge.
Yeah, you know, I kind of forget that.
I'm not, I don't think you did, but.
Unemployment organizing.
Can I ask, do you have a phone? Can I ask if you can add up his average, test scores then?
Did you have a test scores?
Yeah, what, like.
Well,
what
I
the
think it was
average
brought out that the thing that brought him down the most
Was the
was that was the only test that he failed.
Was that the only one he failed?
On the other ones, did he do fairly well on the other ones, like
He got a 42 out of 47, he got a 41 out of 66, he got a 35, he got a 43 out of 65, he got a 31 out of 38, those are his scores.
Close to relatively good, not including the fact that they were mostly hurt, right? Is that?
I think it's true that we all do have our bad days, and it's probably just that one day is just so much information, and he probably just, like, kind of gave up on studying it.
The final was a joke. And 38.1 was the last one, so he showed improvement.
And that's right, and then on the final, he got a 56 out of 61.
Yeah.
That does show you've been in class, because you haven't done the stuff.
Yeah.
You have to be in class.
And then what if you skipped any other day? Yeah,